What is going on, folks? Welcome back over here to the channel. Today we kick it off with episode 18 of the Mega Farm series. So sit back, relax, smash that like button, and hit that subscribe button. Let's get it. So today we kick it off in the month of October, my favorite month of the year. Call it spooky season or harvest time, whatever you want to call it. But there's just something about this time of the year, and all the leaves on the trees are changing and everything else. I by far this is my favorite season. So today our corn is ready. As you can see, it's ready to harvest. The yield bonus is not good at all. This field was not fertilized at all, but that's all right. We'll be able to at least get a little bit of money off this field, and it'll clear up the space for what I'm wanting to do next. So let us go ahead and see, for one, if we have steering assist, which we do. Awesome. That's going to make driving this harvester or combine that much easier. So let us go ahead and we will get this thing fired up here. Turn on the harvester. Header's already lowered. And I think we're ready to go. So let us line up here and let's get to harvesting. There we go. Field is harvested. So we didn't get too much corn off of that, um, but it's something. Ultimately, we just wanted the ground and didn't really care too much about the field. And one of the mistakes I made was buying this trailer for this harvester because it's a little too tall. So we had to park the trailer kind of up at an angle. Um, Probably going to have to replace this trailer, unfortunately. But for now, let us go ahead and we will park the combine back here by this old, might be an old Buick or old Chrysler that was abandoned here. So we'll park it right next to that. And we will go ahead and hop back in our tractor and let us close the trailer. And let's see if we can go ahead and pull ourselves out of here. Sweet. I think we're going to drop the trailer here for now, and we're going to go pick up our truck. Alright, let us go ahead and hook up our trailer, and we will run this corn into town. So we ended up with 3,462 liters of corn, which, that's not much at all. But for future endeavors, I think everything was worth it. It was worth buying the harvester. It was worth picking up all the other stuff with it. However, we may not have the harvester for too many seasons, depending on how well we can do. Uh, but that's to be determined. We shall see. So let us go ahead and we'll get to town and we will sell this corn off. We will see you once we get there. So we made it back over here into town. We're going to go ahead and sell our corn off at the grain mill. I think this is the way we got to pull up in here. There we go. Let us make some money. Oh, wow. We made $2,684 for that harvest of corn. That was pretty bad, if I do say so myself. But it is what it is. Like I said, we needed the property. I wasn't too worried about the corn. So let us go ahead and we'll drive back to the farm and we'll see you once we get there. So we made it back over here to our farm. I think for now we're gonna drop this trailer off in these trees. Kind of keep it out of our way, and we shouldn't have to worry about it too much. Um, at least until we have a new shop built. So we're gonna drive back to our farm and park our truck, and we are going to take a look at the contracts for this month. We definitely got to grind out some money for our new shop, and it's probably going to cost a pretty penny, if I had to guess. So let us open the contracts up, and let's see what we got here. So the supply and transport missions, uh, I kind of messed around with it on a different playthrough that I have. But what I'm thinking you have to do, or assuming you have to do, is you actually have to have the material in order to supply it. Um, I could be I could be way off there, but if anybody knows, please let me know. So um, we've got some baling contracts, and that's gonna take a while. Let's see what else. That one's gonna take a long time too. Um, what is this mowing contract? Okay, I think this is pretty. I think this is the same field we did already. So you know what? This went pretty quick. Let's go ahead and grab this contract, and we will mow this for them again. Oh no! I messed up. I forgot to lease the equipment. Let us go down here and see how much it would be to lease it. $23,000? Oh no no no. We messed up. I don't think there's a way to borrow the stuff after the fact. So we pretty much just threw that whole contract away. Lovely. All right. Well, I guess we're canceling that contract for now. And that's unfortunate. Because that only leaves us with these baling contracts. I mean, there is a harvesting contract. That's a pretty big field, and that's a lot of equipment to drag down there. Same with the spinach. I'm not doing another plowing contract like that. That took way too long. There's a stone picking contract. You know what? I think we'll go ahead and we'll do this baling contract. We messed up, so I think this is the next best thing we can grab. Plus, it'll give us almost 36,000. Yeah, 35.5 by the time we're done and we pay off the lease equipment. So let us borrow the items this time. There we go. And we will see you over at the new field. Correction. I didn't mean to say to the new field. I meant to say to the field. But anyways, we made it. So I might be regretting this already because this baler doesn't have a option to change the size of the bales. So this may take us a little while. So let us go ahead and turn the baler or lower the pickup, turn the baler on. It doesn't look like there's an option to unfold it. So I think we are good to go. So let us knock this field out really quick. Holy cow. I did not think I was going to have to do all that to finish that contract. But whatever. It is what it is. It's done. I kind of knew I already made a mistake once I seen the baler and realized we couldn't change the size of the bales. But whatever. It's done. It's over. Let's turn this contract in, complete it. Boom. And that gave us another $35,000. So that puts us up to $128,000. Not too bad at all. Well, I think that's where we're going to call it for today's episode. Thank you for watching. If you did, please smash that like button and hit that subscribe button, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace.